Hi, everyone. Welcome to the brief webinar titled How Positive Images Are Used in Prevention Plus Wellness Programs to Influence the Health Behaviors of Youth and Young Adults. My name is Dr. Chudley Wirch. I'm the president and founder at Prevention Plus Wellness, LLC, located here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you for joining us. The underlying conceptual or theoretical model to all of our Prevention Plus Wellness programs is the Behavior Image Model, sometimes referred to as BIM. And BIM is a theoretical roadmap for developing brief programs that connect wellness with substance use. They are brief programs as brief as a single session that connect the promotion of wellness and fitness habits and lifestyle with the avoidance and prevention of substance use. Now, there's two components to the behavior image model. The first component is using positive images to increase motivation to change health habits. This is the motivational part. By triggering and cueing images, positive images that young people have of themselves in the future, as well as their peers, engaging in this wellness behavior, that increases the motivation, natural motivation they have to change their health habits. The second piece of the behavior image model, and remember the behavior image model, BIM, underlines all of our Prevention Plus Wellness program. The second component of BIM is the action phase. It's the action component. It's designed to increase goal setting, therefore improving self-regulation or self-control skills. So learning to set and monitor and achieve multiple health behavior goals, not just avoiding substance use, which is critical, but also improving healthy fitness habits. Now, I want to just say a couple things about why targeting and using positive images is a very, very effective approach. First of all, image has a conceptual, or again, a theoretical basis and support in many health behaviors, including social cognitive theory. So social cognitive theory, or Bandura's theory, says that modeling, just as one example, very, very critical to people learning and changing their behavior. So based on theory, using positive images, very effective. Secondly, there is research that shows that youth are more likely, or as likely, if not more likely, to use an intuitive versus an empirical approach to health decision making. Here's what I mean by that. An intuitive approach is where a person, young or older, makes a decision based on a gut feeling, on experiences, very, very quick decision making kind of an approach. Young people are likely to do that for a lot of decisions they make, including substance use decisions, rather than weighing the pros and cons, say, rather than the young person being at a party and saying, well, should I use it? Here's the advantages, here are the disadvantages. We don't believe, and the research bears this out, certainly, that young people go through that process very often. They're much more likely to make decisions very quickly by the gut. And the important part of this is that images play an important role in driving those kinds of decisions. So using images has a very much an impact on individuals, young or old, who are using an intuitive approach to deciding and problem solving. Thirdly, the use of appealing images has already been proven in decades of experience and positive outcomes by major companies throughout the world that have used appealing images to sell their products. Everything from clothing to cars, to you have it. Appealing images, positive images of young people and events and situations are very powerful for selling products. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples of that right now. Here's one example, and you can see the illustration or the image on the bottom of this advertisement of a young person, a young woman in this case, doing exercises off the couch, maybe in front of her television. And then you can see up above on the top of the ad, New Year, New You. So they're linking this very powerful message, and maybe it's a new year, maybe January, February, maybe December, and New Year, goal setting, New You. Off exercising. It's a very fit-looking young woman, And now in the middle, you can see what's being sold, what's being linked to the positive image, positive message, and that is deli meat. So they're actually, in this ad, trying to sell deli meats as being a part of that new year, new you, and exercising routine. Very interesting. If you could sell deli meats, I think we could use this approach to sell healthy lifestyles among young people. Here's one more brief example of, again, another very, very appealing, I would say, image of a young person, a young woman, with the caption on the bottom, "Get in shape without setting a foot in the gym." So that's a very appealing to all of us. We'd love to be in shape. Take a pill, or in this case, just put on a shoe, which is called a Shape Up. Very good, very good title. A Skechers Shape Up shoe, and by wearing it, but not even having to go in the gym, you will improve all of those body parts. If you take a look closely, you'll see that wearing Shape Ups can tone all those body parts, from calves all the way up to your shoulders and everything in between, practically. So we're using positive, appealing images, positive message, and in this case, we're trying to sell a shoe, sneaker. So in our case, what we're trying to do is we're trying to sell a lifestyle. We're trying to sell engaging in healthy habits for young people, avoiding the risk habits. How do we do that? There's a two-step process. The first step is to highlight the positive images associated with a specific health-enhancing behavior. So here's the situation. What we're trying to do is create a mental picture of a healthy behavior using vivid terms and illustrations. So here's an example, in quotes: young people who engage in regular physical activity, that's the behavior, tend to feel energetic, sleep better, and look more active, fit, and confident. So the images are underlined: energetic, active, fit, and confident. The behavior is regular physical activity, and there's even some extra positive outcomes that are image related, like sleeping better. So the first step in all of our programs, based on the behavior image, according to the behavior image model, is to, first of all, trigger these positive images associated with a specific healthy habit, in this case, regular physical activity. So you can then add to that. You can show an illustration, like in this case, a young woman exercising. And there's some of those great evocative images, again, trying to paint that image in your mind: fit and active, athletic, disciplined. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't want to be like that, and doesn't really value those images as values in their life, and therefore a very, very powerful motivational. Here's an image of a young woman, I think, engaging in a type of muscle strengthening physical activity, push-ups. And so we could list the evocative terms of strong, powerful, resilient. Here's an illustration of some people together. They look like friends. They're happy, they're young, they're fit, they're eating healthy food. And so we highlight the image terms of healthy, happy, and energetic. And here's one more illustration of a young woman who's meditating or praying, perhaps, with some fruit in the background. And so this is a good illustration and a good time to highlight calm, peaceful, relaxed, and stress-free. So after we highlight these positive images and other positive outcomes from a specific health behavior, then we link the risk behavior to that as interfering and counterproductive. So here's an example. Quote: alcohol use can get in the way of participating in moderate physical activity and achieving your fitness goals of being in shape, looking good, feeling fit, and active. So there you can see, first step, highlighting the images, positive images and outcomes from a wellness behavior. Secondly, we link the risk behavior, in this case, alcohol use, to interfering and being counterproductive to achieving those positive behaviors and images. We also, in our programs, go beyond the positive images, because there is no single silver bullet to prevention or treatment programs. We do know that positive images will have a tremendous motivating effect on many young people, but not everyone. So for that reason, we also address in our programs non-image positive outcomes, as I alluded to earlier, to broaden the message reach and effectiveness. So for example, you can see some examples in the white there. We might talk about getting more and better sleep, feeling confident, having more energy, improving your physical performance, and so forth. In addition, we aim to improve body image. We do know that appearance images can cause some anxiety for individuals that feel like they have less than perfect physiques, and that, of course, is most of us, if not all of us. So Prevention Plus Wellness programs include images which support healthy body image. No negative, questionable body image illustrations or words. So we include feel-good images. We include a variety of healthy-looking youth of different shapes and sizes, no emaciated individuals. We focus on healthy habits only, no sketchy or questionable approaches to losing weight, for example. And we mention that fit does not mean perfect. Lastly, we have research evidence that our Prevention Plus Wellness programs improves body image satisfaction. In addition to the behavior image model, which focuses on first, the motivational piece of positive image. The second piece is, again, improving the self-regulation skills of individuals, the action phase. So we have three pieces to this. Number one, Prevention Plus Wellness programs that are based on the behavior image model provide feedback on their current health habits and images of young people. This gets young people to start thinking, where are my behaviors at this point? Am I engaging in some healthy behaviors, and am I not? Am I avoiding some risk behaviors? Am I not? Secondly, we draw a discrepancy between their current health habits and their future positive images as potential goals for themselves, for improving themselves. And then lastly, we walk them through goal setting and monitoring, which helps them not just avoid substance use, but also increase at least one wellness behavior. So let's very briefly talk about the effectiveness, the proven published effectiveness of our evidence-based programs. Our SPORT, Prevention Plus Wellness program for youth, have published articles in these renowned scientific and refereed journals. And these are some of the, just a quick summary of some of the outcomes from those published articles. I'm just going to go down the list very quickly with you. SPORT, the single session program, has been shown to significantly decrease alcohol use initiation, quantity, frequency, binge drinking, and alcohol problems. SPORT has been shown to increase physical activity, reduce cigarette smoking, reduce binge drinking, smoking, marijuana use, and increase physical activity among drug users even a year later. Increase parent-youth communication, reduce alcohol use, alcohol problems, marijuana use, and parental monitoring just with the parent flyers alone, and increase physical activity, fruit and vegetable consumption, sleep, and improved mental health among Turkish youth in a study where the SPORT program was translated into Turkish language. Now let's take a look at the second evidence-based program we have, the single session InShape Prevention Plus Wellness program for college-age young adults. We have research articles published in these renowned scientific refereed magazines or journals. And this is a very quick overview of the findings of those articles. And I'll go through the list with you right now. InShape as a single session program has been shown to reduce the frequency and heavy use of alcohol, reduce drinking and driving even a year after the program, reduce initiation, quantity, and heavy use of marijuana, increase sleep, increase exercise, increase healthy eating, improve social and spiritual health-related quality of life, and less intentions to drink, smoke, and use marijuana with a computer-based lesson, and then lastly, even improve body image satisfaction. So at this point, you should be able to certainly identify how positive images are used in Prevention Plus Wellness programs to influence health behaviors. Very, very powerful approach. And at this point, I just want to ask you to, and invite you, I guess I should say, to go to our website if you haven't been there or haven't been there recently, preventionpluswellness.com. Great website, lots of great resources. We add about 3 or 4 new articles, reviews, news items. If you're interested in youth, if you're interested in substance use, prevention, health, wellness promotion, young adults, families, parents, this is the website to go to and keep going to. Don't be afraid to reach out to us if you have any questions or comments. You could email us at info@preventionpluswellness.com. Or again, please feel free to call us at our website, I should say at our telephone number here in Jacksonville, Florida, 904-472-5022. It's been my great pleasure to present this brief webinar to you. My name again is Dr. Chudley Wirch. I'm president and founder at Prevention Plus Wellness, LLC. Thank you for listening to this. Have a great day. God bless you.